Now at 6, a mother sharing frustration after a viral video shows a police officer threatening her son. What IMPD is saying about the traffic stop and how community members are reacting.
And temperatures remain in the 20s, but the cold will ease over the next several days. I've got some updated forecast numbers I'll show you of when the temperatures will warm up.
Part 1 involving a pedestrian. The new information we're learning tonight. Thanks for joining us on WTHR Plus. I'm Jenny Runovich, and we begin this evening with an Indianapolis family demanding accountability from IMPD after a viral video of a traffic stop. It shows police pull over a teenager with other people in his car. Then things escalate. Our Ella Rhodes shares the details and reaction tonight.
On Friday, IMPD says they pulled over a 17-year-old male driver at this intersection, Mithofer and 21st. They say just before that, after monitoring a student protest, they saw another juvenile male get into that same car with a firearm. Police say during the traffic stop, they found a loaded handgun, which led to one of the teens' arrest. In the video, taken by the 17-year-old driver, you see IMPD officers approach the driver's side of the car. The officer gives the 17-year-old instructions to get out of the car, turn around, and put his hands on the door. In the video, the 17-year-old asks the officers, "What am I getting out for?" Moments later, you can see an officer opens the driver door and grabs the teen's wrist. In the video, an officer then tells him, quote, "I will expletive kill you. Do you understand me?" End quote. The officer pulls the boy out of the car and starts to search him. In the video, you can hear an officer say, quote, "reaching for a gun, that's why," end quote. The mother of the 17-year-old driver, Amber Taylor, tells 13 News, quote, "He was subjected to aggressive, threatening, and terrifying language by an IMPD officer. No situation justifies threatening a child with death. The threat alone reflects a dangerous abuse of authority and a failure to uphold the standards expected of law enforcement." Taylor confirms police did not arrest her son. They arrested a different child in the car. In a statement, IMPD says, quote, "While the video does not show the entire incident, some of the language heard does not reflect the standards of values of IMPD. Accountability is essential to building trust and legitimacy with our community. An internal review is underway to determine the full circumstances of the encounter, including the statements captured on video," end quote. City County Councilor Keith Graves says he plans to bring up the video at this week's Public Safety and Criminal Justice Committee meeting.
That was especially troubling, not just to me, but to members all across our community.
Councilor Graves says what's shown in the video hurts the dialogue between Indy's youth and police.
Just another layer of anger, another layer of trauma, and the fact that another young person will have to build relationships over the course of time with law enforcement. It didn't do anything good for our community where law enforcement is concerned. I don't think that one situation is an indication of our men and women in uniform.
Taylor says IMPD's statement is not enough. Quote, "Acknowledgement without accountability is insufficient. We continue to call for the immediate release of all body-worn camera footage related to this incident and decisive disciplinary action, including termination of the officer involved," end quote. City Council's Committee for Public Safety and Criminal Justice will address the video at their meeting this Wednesday. They invite the public to come out as well. In Indianapolis, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
IMPD tells 13 News the officer heard in that video threatening the 17-year-old is not on leave currently. The department, however, is conducting an internal administrative review. New tonight, IMPD says its detectives are investigating a homicide on the near northwest side after finding a body inside a burned car. This was near 29th and MLK. Our crews found a vehicle behind that crime scene tape that was badly burned. We have more crews out there right now talking with neighbors. We'll share any new information on this homicide investigation on air and online. Tonight, IMPD is investigating a crash that killed a pedestrian who was hit twice in the road. This happened at Shadeland and Pendleton Pike. Police say one car hit the person walking in the street. Then seconds later, another car hit that same pedestrian. Both drivers were taken to Eskenazi for blood tests, but police don't believe drugs or alcohol were factors in this deadly crash. Police are now asking anyone who saw the crash to give them a call. Once we learn more information, of course, we'll pass it along. IMPD also investigating a crash that happened a half hour later on the Near East Side. This was at Washington and Oriental Streets. Police say a pickup truck there hit a parked excavator. You can see the severe damage here. That pickup then caught fire. Firefighters pulled the driver out of the burning truck, who died on the scene. Police say the pickup was likely speeding. They're still waiting for the coroner to determine if the driver was under the influence.
Well, the wonderful thing about this time of year, doing a newscast in the 6 o'clock hours, you get sunsets like this. Look how beautiful it is as the clouds part to the west over Carmel. We are seeing the sunset over a fairly cold day. Temperatures have been into the 20s for the most part. We were trying to warm the temperatures up, but clouds most of the day just kept our temperatures down. But this will likely be the coldest day at least of the next week. The warm up is almost here. It's almost upon us. In the meantime, we still do have wind chills to talk about. Teens for almost everyone. 12 is what it feels like in Crawfordsville right now. Feels like 17 in Mount Comfort. Your temperatures through the next several hours will likely begin to cool down a bit through the 20s, but I think we'll stay a little bit milder because of those clouds. So temperatures not able to drop as quickly into the teens like they did yesterday, although I do think there will be some. Temperatures right around 20. You could be about 5 degrees either side of that. The clouds acting as a little bit of a blanket. But tomorrow, the warm-up will begin. We will likely get above freezing tomorrow with temperatures getting into the mid to upper 30s. I've got 40s in the forecast and a chance for a little wintry mix. I'll show you when in the 7-day coming up.
All right, see you in a few minutes, Rob. Thank you so much. February is Black History Month, and we are seeing celebrations all across Indianapolis. Today, the 1656 Club hosted a pop-up market for Black-owned businesses. Jewelry, photography, and art, all while people attending could walk around and get a coffee. Business owners we talked with say getting to interact with the community like this is crucial, and even just a little support goes a long way.
I think that it's super important to celebrate Black History Month. I think it's important to celebrate and just make sure that you're getting out and you're celebrating these local brands and these local businesses. So even like coming to 1656, getting you some coffee. One coffee goes a long way, one matcha goes a long way. So please make sure you're pouring into the community.
We will have continuing coverage of Black History Month all month long throughout February on WTHR.com and WTHR Plus. All right, the big game is officially underway. The Seattle Seahawks are taking on the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. That game just getting started. You can watch it right now on Channel 13. We'll have post-game coverage over on Channel 13 as well. Still ahead here tonight, a hard crash for Team USA's Lindsey Vonn. We'll share how she's doing now and Breezy Johnson's gold medal in the same event. Plus, a young woman's death sparking safety changes, how train stations in northern Indiana are now trying to prevent similar tragedies.